Hello and welcome to the second edition of this week of I Want to Run Eastenders. That's because I've had a brainwave. As you all know, I have a concept that I believe will take Eastenders to another level. A level of international success, a level of success in America that I believe could rival Sherlock and Doctor Who. So I've been talking about all this for a while now, and my idea really is to take Oliver Kent. Oliver Kent is the executive producer of Holby City and Casualty, BBC's fantastic hospital dramas, which Oliver Kent does a fantastic job with. He's a very talented producer. He comes across really well when I've seen him talk, and his ideas really excite me, and he's a man I would absolutely love to work with. And my idea would be to run EastEnders with this man. Me being a story consultant and him producing the show. I believe me and Oliver Kent could take EastEnders to a level the show has never seen before. Last night we saw Kush, that's his name, Kush. You know Kush, the guy who's been in EastEnders for 5 minutes, but everybody knows his name and he's everybody's friend already. Good old Kush, eh? Yes. Last night, he had a pumpkin hanging off his plonker while he walked through Albert Square to prove to Sonia that blokes don't mind being naked as well. To me, this was the final dagger of the heart of all EastEnders fans who truly admire what this show was under Tony and Julia and Corin Hollingworth. And really the end of the road. Dominic Treadwell-Collins doesn't seem to believe in much drama, does he? Another scene that kind of amused me was when Stacey and Ronnie bumped into each other in the cafe, and Ronnie goes, "It's over, all right, Stace." "Yeah, don't worry about it, Stacey. You killed my old man, but I'll let you off." Yes, I understand that Ronnie had a very twisted relationship with her father, but to forgive her so easily, I don't think so. I think it's gone to a level of juvenility. That's a word I just made up, by the way. It's so juvenile and undramatic, and the only time I've enjoyed it this week, if we had Dot in it or Nick Cotton, it's really the characters that Dominic Treadwell-Collins has developed. I'm just not enjoying them. I'm just not enjoying the show. You'll say, put up or shut up. If you don't like it, don't watch it. No. Why? Why should I be forced off of this show? Because basically the BBC I want to turn it into some kind of teen drama, and believe me, it's not even on a level of teen dramas. It's even worse than that. So I'm suggesting that Oliver Kent and myself take charge of this show. I'm serious. Yes, you think I'm insane, but I'm not. I'm serious, and I develop my concept, my Black Widow concept, which of course, if you watch this video or my other videos, Black Widow is my EastEnders fiction. And a quick reminder, it's all about Chrissy Watts and Aaron Walnut Brown having a crime war, a power struggle for Albert Square. I've come up with a lot of other ideas. Some of them I've let you guys know on my videos, but there's lots of ideas. But the whole point of my EastEnders would be a Walford that's really similar to Gotham City. It's the crime war, the crime families own the police. Walford has become really corrupt. The people living in the borough are absolutely frightened. They have no power, and this is really my ultimate focus would be Chrissy Watts and Aaron Walnut Brown with this power struggle. And of course, Aaron Walnut Brown is the son of James Walnut Brown. And also running one of the crime gangs will be Aaron Walnut Brown and Dirty Den's son that nobody knows is his son, Danny Watts. But of course, I'll give him another surname at first just to keep the mystery going with it. And this really will be, every episode will focus on this crime battle, but the backdrop of the show would be the soapy stuff, the old-fashioned soapy storylines. And it would really be a really gritty show. I would definitely want to see the buildings a lot more worn down than they are right now. I remember in the original EastEnders how grotty the outside of the Vic was, how grotty the houses were. Now everything's pristine and looks brand new, looks like it's just been pulled out at that moment and given a good polish. Well, that's not the EastEnders I want to see, and it's not the EastEnders I remember. This has to be a slum. Walford and Albert Square has to be a slum where you only live there if you've got no other choice, and you've lived there all your life, or you really have to live there because there's really nowhere else. I'm still kind of deciding what characters I would keep and things like that, but this is my vision for EastEnders: a crime battle with the soap stuff as a backdrop. I believe I'm dreaming, obviously none of this would happen, but Oliver Kent is an experienced producer who could really take charge of EastEnders with me as a story consultant, putting this concept forward and taking EastEnders to another level, making it sometimes violent, but most important of all, creating characters that leap off the page, as I said many a times before, characters that you, the people who love EastEnders and watch EastEnders, want to watch more of. Because one thing's for sure, boys and girls and others out there, at the moment, EastEnders is the weakest of all the UK soaps. That is a fact. Now, I'm sure there's some people who like how juvenile EastEnders is, and it's so happy and there's a lot of smiley faces, and isn't that lovely? It's not lovely. They have diluted this show. The BBC, Dominic Treadwell Collins, Lorraine Newman, even Brian Kirkwood, who I have a big admiration for the job he's doing on Hollyoaks. Amazing. Why, if he did it on Hollyoaks, why didn't he do it on EastEnders? It shows you that this guy must have been hampered by the BBC at every turn. Also, it didn't help that his experience was doing things like he does it on Hollyoaks. And when you're running EastEnders, you can't really do things like that. So that's what I believe the way forward is now. This crime battles have this big shootout in Albert Square where many of the characters that I would want to get rid of get shot and die. And obviously, another major idea, of course, is not that major, but the opening credits when when you see the blue water, you know, when you see the water on the map of the East End, when you see the words EastEnders, my idea is to have blood go over the watermarks. What do you think? Bit of an idea? Makes it really dramatic when the words EastEnders come down. They're my ideas. I'm kind of going over old ground here, but I want to make it clear what I want to do with this show. I want to make it current. I want to make it relevant. I want to make it gritty. I want to make it Albert Square, Walford, a dangerous place to live. And Oliver Kent, the job he's doing on Holby City and Casualty is brilliant, is outrageously brilliant, and he's a talented producer. And I believe, even if I wasn't involved, Oliver Kent should be the man running EastEnders, and the BBC have to let go of this stubborn thing because their plans for EastEnders are not going to work. Stop trying to make it a light and fluffy rom-com. You're embarrassing yourselves. You're embarrassing your current showrunner, Dominic Treadwell Collins. It's not working. It's embarrassing. Let's get a real guy in who knows how to produce dramatic shows. You know, all you have to do is watch an episode of Holby and Casualty, and the evidence that Oliver Kent should be running this show is there. We'll talk next time. Have a lovely weekend and enjoy your Halloween. And if you're fed up of all the knocking on the door, don't answer it. See you later. Bye-bye.